Like I've been here the whole time.
What's up,
Right.
everybody? I just arrived this morning from LAX, Los Angeles, 2 hours away to San Diego. Anyway, it was cheaper to fly to international Los Angeles because San Diego is not an international airport. So I literally just came in, just flew in, and boy, my arms are tired.
What were you doing with your arms on the plane?
Well, thank you guys. I'm back, everybody, and let's start the show. Stand by.
The ongoing series about the life of the people touched by the love of the Pacific. Here are their stories. This is Highway 54.
Hello, everybody. D3, Carla, you still there? I think we lost
Yes,
her.
we're still here. We're just working on some things on our end, but we're here though.
Okay.
They're getting their hands ready.
I know, right? Well, welcome back, everybody. Highway 54 here again. I just arrived only a couple hours ago through LAX. Flew in from Manila. If you guys want to know, that is about a 12-hour direct flight. I left was 11 a.m. on a Sunday morning in the Philippines. Came back here at 9:45 a.m. Sunday morning. So they are 15 hours ahead of us, pretty much. If you guys want to know. So that's my first time traveling during COVID. I did fly to Las Vegas last year for the Dave Chappelle show, Dave Chappelle comedy show, but this is the first time internationally. So a lot different. 100% you have to wear a mask international flights, and you have to fill out. You have to have at least one of your vaccines.
Oh, that ain't bad.
Yeah, at least one. They didn't ask me. Yeah, they asked me. I have all three. I have both 2 shots and then a booster, but at least one, pretty much. They're going to ask, and I think that's for most Asian countries, if not Europe. Also, tell me if I'm wrong for Europe, but it was a good experience. I mean, I think you know how it is if you travel. Those who do travel on the airplanes, you get that airplane sickness sometimes or dry mouth, and you got to remember you get recycled air. So everybody breathing on this airplane, you're breathing the same shit they are. So I think it's the higher chances of you getting some kind of virus, flu or whatever, getting sick on an airplane. And so wearing a mask. I always wear a mask, but it was hard for me because I get dry mouth, so it depends. So I had to take it off a couple more times than I wanted to. So
Yeah, it was when I flew to Florida. Yeah, it was recycled air, but I mean, I thought they had like better filters.
I think they do. I think they started to do now, but still, I get like I always have like a scratchy kind of coffee feeling after an airplane a ride. Anyways, so I always have my mask ready available all the time, especially if I go to sleep because I sleep with my mouth open. And I snore like a motherfucker. Yeah, yeah. And I sleep really well in airplanes. Like as soon as I settle down and everybody's in their seat, before I even take off, and, I have my little neck pillows. Those of you don't know travel, please have your neck pillows. That is like a lifesaver. You tighten up right here, and you can lay down like this or left or right like that. So
yeah, the only thing about with those neck pillows, because I guess when I'm like this, or I find myself forcing myself, you like, trying to lean back to make sure that everything gets in, like I can sleep comfortably. Because if not, like my head is straight down the whole time because of the neck pillows, like forcing it down.
Yeah, well, you would have to really put your seat back because you know how like I've been traveling a lot on airplanes all my life because my dad was in the Navy and myself was in the Air Force, so I travel a lot. And I've seen people like how they sleep forward.
Yeah.
Who does you sleep forward like this, like literally knock out this way? I'm like, how do you do that? I always lean back and sleep this way, but lately on this trip at least, dude, I caught myself many times like this.
Oh jeez.
So I can feel my neck, really hurting all, but I slept like a log with my head forward, which I never thought I could do. I don't know if that's old age or that's just, just being exhausted, You ever guys fly D3 in Carla and sleep forward like this?
In a C4?
Well, in any plane, in any airplane, you just sleep forward to this.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't really recline back too far anyway.
Mhm.
So
yeah.
I don't want to go back too far and then somebody's feet up on my armrest and we're gonna have a problem then. So
oh yeah. Don't get me started with how small the space is. And I'm a small guy, so I still get that. Like how I touch each other's elbow. Like whose armrest this is mine, motherfucker. Stand like that.
I was thinking about trying to figure out how to rent a private like jet to go.
You got that kind of money? Is that we're talking about?
It is about that wallet. You know what I'm saying? We trying.
Woo! Yeah.
I say
Yeah, I'm not even. My wallet. My wallet is not at that point right now. I'm even thinking about earning a jet.
I was thinking like at least once, because I always say like you should at least experience what you want in life at least once. So like why a lot of people go like house hopping, house shopping, but before they even sell their house, so they actually go and look at houses or go to the mansions way out of that
price range,
just to kind of see what it would look like, what it would cost, and like is it something that they could actually have inside their current home or even inside their next home.
True.
I would say that everybody should splurge, like
at least once, twice.
Yeah, we can go out to eat. You might go on and get that New York strip steak or the ribeye or
steak for everybody,
right? Just to try it out.
I don't know. I cook it myself, so I don't want to eat it nowhere else.
Yeah,
I know.
I've done business flight like once in my life. It's a whole lot of room, and they got a better menu. I'll tell you right now.
It's like that on the train too. Because when I was up there in New York, I was on business class going up. They didn't recline that far, the seats, anything, but there was plenty of leg room.
Yeah,
I came back, coach, and was like, "Bruh, no, this ain't it."
Yeah. Well, so like I said, I was telling Coach that this is my first time flying, pretty much after international after COVID, and if word to the wise, you're going to be wearing a mask going to Asia, so it's 100%. But they're not super strict. It wasn't like, like I took off my mask. Hey man, you got to put your mask back on. It's like if you want to take it off, take it off. And no one was saying shit to you, nothing. But for the most part, 99% everybody was wearing a mask. I was waiting for a Karen moment. I was like, there's a lot of foreigners on that plane.
No Karen moment.
Man, I was like, I'm never lucky, man. Never lucky to get a Karen moment. San Diego too. We have a lot of Karens in San Diego, so I never seen it. But no, it was a great flight. I wear a mask anyways because of the air filter kind of thing, and it always fucks with my throat kind of because I sleep with my mouth open and shit. So, but anyways, I was telling like I usually see people sleep with their heads face down like this, and like, dude, how do you sleep that way? I caught myself many times sleeping like that because my neck is all fucked up right now. But I'll sleep like this.
Yeah.
Aren't you supposed to sleep with like the button to the I guess the button to the pillow to decide that you're actually gonna be leaning on?
Well, I have the the little foam pillow, and I put the little thing and snap it really close, so it's like really up to my thing, so I can lean like this. Either way. So. Wow. But they do have a strap on the back. If you don't know, on the pillows, on the one of the pillows, you can strap it to the actual seat, the headrest, and that way it's kind of if you fall forward, it'll catch it. You know what I'm saying? So I did that on the way back here, and it helped a lot. So, but it was a good flight. It was a full flight, and I don't know. Everybody was pretty cool about wearing their masks, and food was food was okay. I think it's better. I feel like the food is always good going to Asia.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, because every time
whatever.
I'm going to Japan,
it's great, right? But fucking coming back to the States, like motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's like beef or chicken.
Welcome to the ghetto.
And then you're like, yeah, I want to get that beef. And then when it comes up, chicken. No, the beef. Chicken. No, the beef. The beef.
Like on the whole thing.
Yeah, we ran out of the beef. Like motherfucker.
They give you a paper towel instead of a napkin.
Yeah.
With you and everybody in the same row.
Down.
Exactly. So it always going to Asia, the food is great. Coming back to the States, I'm like, dude.
Hey, Flora.
Hey, Flora, what's going on? Welcome. So we're gonna do a little recap. I know we talked about Anthony about your conference. I'm more interested. I wanted to ask last time, but I'm in the Philippines. I tell you, I was sweating balls. It was hot. It was humid as hell. I had the fan right next to me. And my wife Rose was there with just watching me because she never saw me live, and so it was interesting. So I hope you guys had fun walking into my world. I'm gonna show you a little bit of the photos. It was I'm gonna tell you. So sorry if I didn't tell you. Hey, is that Jose? The Jose that we know, Jose?
Remember Jose from HR and
King of HRO. Jose, what's up, brother?
In Japan.
One of our old coworkers, directors of HRO in Air Force. Yeah, I think he's still in there, Jose. Still serving the Air Force. You're about to retire. You're like 30 years in or something like that.
Ooh.
Wow.
Really? Yeah.
No, I don't know. Long time ago.
Oh, okay.
Okay. No, weren't you just in Osan like last year?
Well, I mean, he could have been an Osan, but he could still be like a contractor.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, we'll be retiring next week.
Oh,
yeah.
Hey, congratulations,
there we
Jose.
go.
Wow.
Yeah. Great man. We met him in Yokota, Japan many moons ago. It got to be like almost like at least 10 years ago. Yeah, at least 10 years ago. More than that, probably. Great man. It was great working with you. Yeah. PS to USA. Oh, so you are in Korea.
Yeah.
You are in Korea. All right.
Cool.
Good man. Yeah. Love them. Well, thank you. Thank you for joining us. We're going to share a little bit about I went to the Philippines. Everybody knows I went to a wedding on thinking that I'm going to the fucking court. I'm just gonna sign and have a little restaurant shindig and be done with that, right? What it didn't turn out that way. And so my mom, fortunately, my mom, love you, mom and dad. You know, they still alive and kicking, and they helped out a little bit. Say, hey, I'll pay for the food, have it at the house, right? So okay, we'll do that. It turned into we need a caterer, we need a photographer, we need a dress, we need a barong, and all that stuff. So I'm going to share you a little bit of my experience. So overall, I spent about the whole trip under $10,000. That includes the honeymoon. And if you follow my Instagram, as you see, I went to like a waterfall, went to this nice beach area, had a caterer, and you know me, like, look, if we're gonna have a celebration, we about to have some fireworks. I didn't just have fireworks.
Yes,
I had a July 4th full of fireworks.
I told you. I said it. I just said that.
Okay, so and I hired this photographer. Now, tell me in the comments, or if you guys know, how much would it cost to hire starting a wedding photographer? In the comments, everybody, put your numbers in. Put your numbers in. How much would it? If you, for those who know, who've been to weddings or who've done weddings, how much would it take to start or hire a wedding photographer?
Yeah, that's like the wedding is. Man, the photographer costs more than the wedding. Sometimes
the photographer and the flower arranger or whoever that is.
Of course.
That too, bruh. God.
Yeah.
So
that too. minimally, a great photographer, like the photographer that you want, not someone like, oh, I just graduated from college. Up 1,000. It starts at about $1,000 starting.
Not do a thumbnail.
That look like a communion.
What is that? Somebody get baptized?
Yeah, right. So
no,
I hired my neighbor, my friend's, my cousin's neighbor. I'm like, whatever. Okay, cool. I was like, he told me 5,000 pesos. So 1,000 pesos is $100. I was nervous as fuck. I'm like, dude, there's no way, right? Let me see your portfolio. I said, okay, that's great. This guy showed up 1 p.m. The wedding starts at 5 p.m. He came at 5. So yeah, he did some stuff like it's questionable. You see some photos. So that's the wedding dress. He put it in our garden. He took the shoes. Okay, that's cool. That's the shoes that she wore. She had 2 pairs of shoes. I don't know why girls need 2 pairs of shoes, but they wore 2 pairs of shoes.
But it's good that he actually took photos of the shoes, because usually when they take photos, they usually take them with their feet in the shoe. But it's good that you can actually see it from afar.
Yeah. Bouquet. A little bouquet there. The dress, the usual dress on the bed. The rings. And so this rosary we got from this really famous Catholic church in the Philippines, and we had to blessed with the holy water. Those are rings. So I don't really usually wear jewelry because I get irritated a lot. So unfortunately, my skin is very expensive. So these are platinum rings. So I couldn't. Yeah, I can't wear wide rings because it just irritates me. So this is a little skinnier than usual.
My ring's made out of fruit roll up. So if I get hungry, I just
So okay, I see where you're going. So he took photos of the venue right there. Now I'm gonna tell you, man, my brother-in-law works for a catering company, and so we were really scared. Like, man, I can't afford these flowers. I can't afford all these flowers. I'm on a budget. She said, no, we got fake flowers. We got you. So you see back there, it's mixed in with some real flowers on the aisle, but in the back, it's mixed with real flowers and fake flowers. So he made the arc right there. Yeah. And the catering is they covered all the chairs. And if you see the chairs, they're like these Costco chairs.
Nice.
Yeah. The chair right here, we just found it in my cousin's house. We put together. That is my driveway. That was we don't have a venue. It's in my house. We have 2 driveways, so that's actually right in my driveway. My cousins, they all helped out and shipped out. My parents paid for the food. We had fucking a pig, some chicken, chitlins. We had all that because I love that. And that's my they call it barong. It's a modern barong, so a little bit. Usually a modern a traditional barong is all white. There's no colors in it. So, and I forgot my shoes. Like, man, I had no shoes, but I wear my lugs. Those are my working lugs. I'm like, but it worked out. If you look at the
with the
color of the barong, yeah. So he took pictures of my shoes. I go, okay, take pictures of my shoes, my lugs, and those are my cousins there talking to my mom, and so they had her go out.
The worst you could have. I mean, yeah, you still could have rocked it barefooted. Just roll your pant legs up.
Yeah. But he had her go out with her, little silk robe holding up the dress. I'm like, okay. And he started posing. Now that's when I knew that he was a professional. When when someone said, look down, look up, okay, look to your left, to your shoulder this way, chin down, put your hand like this. And, okay, this guy went to school. And so this is the picture of Rose in the garden, and it started to come out. But it's really when that's my father-in-law there. He's a really quiet guy. He doesn't really talk much. And he took a picture of me like putting my belt on. I was like, okay. And then putting on my shoes.
It's common to do that though.
Yeah,
because one of my friends, he had his time, but it was like all the groomsmen were like getting ready and prepped up, so he took a lot of photos with us all getting ready.
Yeah. So that's in another bedroom, and I'm just putting on my lugs again, shoes, but the ensemble. Yeah, man. He said, okay. To make me look good, he got my money. So if you look at the shoes, my lugs, and I had this pants there that I was gonna plan to wear anyways, and then the actual barong. So came out nice, and so he did a little GQ stuff, take off your glasses and shit like that.
I was like, man,
you talking to me?
Like a congressman, senator, or something. And that's the wedding cake. We didn't know, like, hey, here's a picture. Can you make a cake? Again, next door neighbor. Yeah, we can do the cake. And usually the cakes are like, you fondue, right? Do a little fondue thing. You can make a fucking shoe and a ball, whatever. So no, we can't do that because shit. Let's be frosting. I was like, okay. But when the cake came out, that's what it looked like. I'm like, holy
fondant, icing anyway.
Yeah. So that's the cake with a little pearl kind of candy, a little candy on around. The flour is not edible. It's like fake flowers. And then start seeing the pictures with my wife. I'm like, okay. And that's like I said, it's our garden in the back of our house. If you see the house there, that's our actual house we just built for me and her. So
that's
built for y'all too. Nice.
Yeah, and then you start posing us and stuff like that. I'm like, this guy knows what he's talking about. Lean your chin this way and do like this, and yeah.
As long as he didn't come up there with like an iPhone, man. I take pictures, bro. Really? With an iPhone?
So what? And then these photos just like amazing. Like literally these pictures and poses. That is more.
Now that top row with the, I think no, scroll down. Keep
down.
That way. Yeah, this way. So the second one to the right. I like that one.
Yeah.
Were y'all looking at each other?
Yeah, that one. No, move the cursor up one row to the right.
This one?
To the right. Keep going.
Oh, to the right.
Yes. All right. One up one. Yeah, that one. Right.
Oh yeah. Like you looking at me? I look at my boogers.
Oh.
Yeah. So
I'm
telling you right now, in that picture, I'm hot. I'm really hot right now. I'm already sweating. But anyway, so he poses with the family, blah blah blah. Here's her mom and dad. My mom and dad couldn't come because my mom had a cataract surgery, so she was just recovering, so they couldn't come in. And that's the brothers and all that. So anyways, it ended up being really, a good choice, and he did really well. So I tipped him another extra 2,000 pesos. I made it $120. And so the story with the flower girl and flower boys, I knew it was gonna have a flower girl, which is my niece right there, but we saw this boy running around. Hey, who's this boy? He's cute. And he goes, "Hey, you want to be my ring bearer?" He goes, "Yeah, okay." He came out and he already had the barong and set up already with glasses. And then I had these other girls. Yeah, I had my other nieces came out too. And this is my mom's older brother. Like as he's in the wheelchair. So when you see the old people, like they start crying. He remembers me when I was little, and so my uncle Boyong, and he started crying. I started crying. Everybody else started crying. Like, holy shit! So he's that's my aunts, my uncle. Those are my mom's brother and sisters. So my uncle Rosie, he stepped in for my dad, and my auntie Hannah stepped in for my mom. So they walked me down the aisle. So that was my flower girl, and this is my extra again. Hey, put on a dress. All right, cool. She got a dress. He gave her a flower, and that's me walking down. So we do the blessing. If you see this picture right here, it's a sign of respect for the older generation, and we put their hand onto our forehead, and then we bless them for their blessing. So my uncle Rosie and my auntie Anna walked me down. No crying yet. I didn't cry. It's this point right here, the mom and dad and Rose coming down. And this is the moment she cried. So here's the mom and dad waiting for her, walking down. And me waiting, looking at her. And that's when she started crying right here. When she saw mom and dad and me and everything. She said, "I've never had that." She's like, a little verklempt. And then the dad, deep down inside, he was crying the whole time. And he was a very quiet man. But he really, you see the mom crying here. But you'll see the dad just holding his tears in. And then when he got to me is when he bawled. Here's the picture right there. That's when he was really crying. You can see like the tears just flying down, I wasn't crying yet. I'll show you the point where I was really crying. When I was putting on the ring. You know how I was like, with this ring, ID wed. I was like, that was when I was crying. I wasn't really like very tearful at that moment. And so basically we planned out to have 50 people. Man, my whole family came. It was like 200 people plus in the wedding.
Wow.
So that's one side of the wedding. On the other side is where we had the reception, pretty much. So
nice.
Oh, y'all put that together quick.
Yeah.
Literally. Yeah, literally it was last minute thing, man. It was everything last minute. So right here, where is it? Where is she putting my ring in? Right here. So you see my face right there? You see I couldn't speak. I was crying like a ball.
It was allergies.
There you go.
Yeah.
Scroll down one level. I think that's where you at. See the tears.
Yeah. Right there. See that face right there? I was crying. I was crying inside. So then we had some guests as godfathers and godmothers, sponsors to our weddings. Some of them were from Japan, and so basically that's what I wanted, was just sign, and none of this really ceremonial stuff. But ask me how much I spent. Did I tell you how much I spent?
Just under 10,000.
Under 10,000, including the whole vacation.
That's great.
Yeah.
We paid $18.50 for our wedding.
How much?
$18.50. $18.50.
Nice.
Groupon, boo. Yeah, I'm just playing.
No, Groupon, boo.
So I'm gonna show you So we had people live on their phones. So we're taking pictures with her sister. She couldn't come, so and her friends were all watching. So we had to put the phone out like this. And is there a picture for two boys? There are two boys here. Her sons couldn't come out too because they had school. So I'll show two boys there. And she's like, "Why keep kissing me? Because everybody keep telling me to kiss you." So I'm kissing her the whole event. I'm kissing her the whole time. Kiss. I'm not afraid. PDA is not, it's very bashful in the Philippines, so they don't show affection like that.
Oh, really?
So here's a reception. So we had all this food. So we had enough for 200 people. It was supposed to be made for 50 people. And so no ceremonials. We had a cake ceremony, but in a first dance, but it wasn't like, oh, we're throwing a bouquet and all that. It was just really random. And that's me always trying to kiss her, puck her up. And then they started pinning money on our clothes. Like, okay, you want to? So
see, that's a dope tradition, because I know normally from what I've seen, they actually do that on birthdays.
Oh yeah, they do it for weddings. They do it for weddings.
Down south, they do it on birthdays.
Yeah, I think
mostly.
Yeah, they call him Daddy. It's Kuya Daddy. He's Japanese, so he's married to a Filipino. He gave me some yen. Appreciate it. Thank you, Daddy.
That's nice that they pin it, because I know in most Nigerian or Ugandan weddings that I've been to, they just toss the money at you.
Yeah,
the money.
Yep. And I had an acoustic singer, and I'm gonna share with you the song that I picked. It was a cover to Lady Gaga, and so I for like $50, I had these two singers sing throughout the whole wedding, and they sang her marching song, and that's why she was crying a little bit more, because it was pretty good. That's our cake cutting.
She didn't mush you with the cake.
She did. She tried. Right there in my face. I licked it off. And there, I'm like, I want to lick her face right there. So I want to lick it off. So, and that's my fireworks. So my vision was I'm gonna have these fountains are all around us, and she he didn't get all of it that I wanted, but he got most of it. So these are all fountains. The fountain fireworks on the sides. So there you go. He got some of the shots there. Slow it down a little bit. And we did a little kiss, lean shit. But these were fireworks. These were actually, the box was as high as my waist and 9 shots. So these were real, like, July 4th weekend fireworks. I said, "Oh, we're gonna do some fireworks." So he got some fireworks shots with us, looking up like that. So
that is nice.
That's it. So what do you think? Is that worth $120? I guess.
Yeah.
120 bucks. Yes.
And he's there for an hour.
Right. Yeah. So my wedding. Thank you to everybody. If you're listening right now, to everybody in the Philippines, everybody in the States, and everybody in Japan who helped out. Of course, my family from Highway 54. Thank you guys for supporting, giving us blessings. It was great. It rained in the morning, but it stopped raining because they just had a typhoon, like literally the night before. So it was a very joyous, very unexpected celebration. Like I said, we just wanted to do the court thing, but everybody wanted to make it up. Like, look, we're gonna do it right. So that's what it turned out on a budget. So I have friends who spend $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 on weddings. Stop it.
Find that friend.
Don't do it.
That's a lot of groceries, man. That's a lot.
Yeah. So that's our time. Thank you guys for. Yeah. For those of you on Instagram, on Facebook, you see all those pictures up there. These are actually more pictures that was out there. So thank you. All right. Thank you very much. Again, all that together on a real good budget, you can make it happen. I think what happened is, like, when your family is there to help you, you can really move mountains and make it it wasn't perfect. It wasn't super smooth, but it was done out of love, and it's done a lot of, it was joyous. And so the little mistakes was
that
turkey.
means a lot.
It means a lot. Thank you guys. It's invaluable to have family like that to support you. So, thank you guys. Yes, sir.
That was dope.
Yeah, I had a type of family.
Yeah, I was kissing the whole time. Like I said, it's very Philippines are very bashful. They don't PDA there, so I was just kissing her the whole time. I couldn't keep my lips off her. So
that's a good thing. That's your baby.
That's right.
Yeah. And trust me, 21 days. I try to make a baby every 21 days. I'll tell you right now.
There you go.
Oh, so
Emotional damage. Yeah.
so you cooking sausage?
Hell
Like-
yeah.
That's it.
Like sausage.
Someone else spanked the monkey.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, hey.
Sauce
I had
that monkey.
relations. All right, T3, are we ready?
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Well, for all of y'all that know me, y'all know that I'm a thinker. So this particular week, I was back and everything was as I say, it was back to normal. My wife and my daughter held it down here while I was out of town for business. So but there was a time where I had some downtime and I was thinking about what question would I submit or questions I would submit for this particular week. And it got me to thinking, there's a lot of people out there doing a lot of things that might be risky, not just to themselves, but to family members or associates or what have you, that they put online. So what got me wondering was the fact that what achievements that you accomplish are you keeping to yourself? And what is the reason behind that? Are you trying to go viral? If you go viral, what would be what's your motivation behind doing that? What's the purpose? Is that one of your goals? If that's the case, if that's one of your goals, is it really protecting you and your family from any of the backlash or anything else that comes with it? Because going viral can get you many likes, but at the same time, not everybody's going to be feeling what you're trying to go viral with. So what do you keep to yourself? I'm D3. I got questions.
You know, how long we've had social media?
It's been a while because I
15
remember.
years?
Probably more than that. 'Cause
Probably what I'm looking at.
yeah, because think about it. There was plenty of fish back in the day, along with Black Planet and all types of stuff out there.
Yeah, Black Planet's been around since 2004, at least 2003.
2003.
So,
Facebook.
yeah,
Well, they had MySpace.
MySpace.
Yep.
Those who know Friendster. I don't know if you had jumped on Friendster before. Friendster, MySpace, and then some other people try to do like ethically and or country wise, like different groups like that. You know, AOL had the chat groups and all that, but it wasn't like really until like maybe MySpace, maybe in Friendster, where like it really took off big, sharing everything, and then Facebook. That's when like, hey man, jump on Facebook, and that's when you're using it as your journal and you know, like everything, your your vlog of everything.
Yeah, I was that
fights and shit like that, fights and arguments and like you know, memes that degraded your partner or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? And we sharing too much, and I think I was part of that where I shared too much.
For those who didn't know, it's memes.
Memes.
The same memes. Memes.
They might have heard other people say they might have went with memes.
Maybe they're better than memes.
Yeah. I think it started really with Facebook, where people were like responding to stuff that I posted, and I had an adrenaline rush, right? I'm like, oh, you know, people are paying attention, likes, sad
That's what my
face.
brother was saying about dopamine, the dopamine rush when people like stuff.
Yeah. And it's addicting. And when people started to make money out of it, you know, like with Instagram, you know, started off, and now TikTok, it's addicting, especially, and then we more now are not, our whole social interactions are online, and every day, you know, how many hours do you spend on your phone just Instagramming, liking, making content and all that, and people making millions of dollars, right, Coach? On all these content. So it is addicting, and it can be what do you call it? Life changing for some people.
Well, you have to look at it, and this is one of the takeaways that I got from the financial conference, was that if you have a business and you don't advertise and you don't create content, you're not planning on actually having business. So
Yeah.
think about it. McDonald's is constantly in your face, whether it's in the mail, whether it's on TV, whether it's
Right.
they are constantly creating content. So you got to look at it multiple ways. Are they people creating content for themselves? Like D3 said, are you doing it to go viral, or are you doing it to just because? And one of the things is that it goes back to privacy settings. Do you have your privacy settings set to private, or are you out here
Okay.
open to just gain attention? Because some people are really attention seekers. Like
Yeah.
some like you might have a friend or somebody knows somebody that is always attention seeking, always trying to stroke their
Yeah.
ego. It's like, hey, what about me? I did this yesterday, and those are like,
Yeah.
okay. Like, well,
I
Or posting what they're eating on Thanksgiving. We all eating the same thing. What you posting?
yeah.
right.
Yeah. I shake my booty today and got
Did
like
you?
a million. No, I'm saying like people. I shake my booty and that's what I did today, and I got a million likes and shit. You know what I'm
Oh.
saying?
Yeah.
I like.
But then at
You
the
know-
same time, what really got me thinking about it was the fact that you have so many people out here that are committing crimes based
Yeah.
off what other people are posting about their location. You got people that are posting, "Oh, we here, me and Boo here," or something like that, or "My baby here," or something like that, and people are running up on them. People that had beef with them are running up on them, or they would go to their location, rob them, or go to their home. But think about it.
Yes.
That happened years back with I guess it was Paris Hilton. I want to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was posting where I'm in this particular place, and then
Right.
somebody broke into her house and robbed her blinds. I mean,
Yep.
is it really that important for people to know exactly where you are?
At
And
that
you put
particular time at
Yeah.
all, yeah.
Yeah.
That's about
Yeah.
me. I like it's not secrecy. I just like privacy. I don't
Yeah.
I don't
And it-
care what anybody thinks about where I'm at.
Yeah. Oh
or
yeah.
where
You're-
I'm and what I'm doing. I don't care.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
called
you're
The
cor-
Ring on Netflix if you want to watch that one.
Bling bling. Is it called bling bling or bling
The
something?
Bling Ring.
Yeah.
Bling Ring. So they would just go around, and the way how it started was back on social media when Paris was talking about it heavy, and it was really easy to look up all the celebrities' houses, and because her
Steal from them.
well, she had her key underneath the front doormat, so I was able to walk right in, and then also she kept the back door unlocked. So
And
it's like
and they stole like many times from her.
What?
Like,
Okay.
cash.
She's kind of Billy though, for real.
yeah.
Like that's really dumb.
How you gonna have all that money and lack of security?
She's a Hilton. I don't know, man.
I mean,
She-
but at the same, I mean, who does that nowadays? Leave a king underneath a key underneath a mat.
A lot of
That was
people-
like 50 some years ago. Come on, man.
a lot of people still do that, man.
because think about it,
Even
like in
like
Baltimore City.
taking the rock thing and doing it.
Yeah,
Stupid.
coming from Baltimore City to like the county, your sense of security like drops a little bit.
Yep.
And it should. Crime is everywhere.
Right. The same thing like with jellyfish. I'm just bringing this up in like biometrics. I guess you could say biometrics, not biometrics, biological stuff. So like somebody did a small experiment to take jellyfish and put them inside a pond.
Yeah.
And because there wasn't any threat, they don't have any stingers on their tentacles. So you can go swimming with them and they won't sting you. But because in the wild, they needed the stinger for survival.
Mm.
So, people change based on their environment. And like you said, crime is everywhere. But if you look at the percentage rate, those jellyfish might get attacked by like 1 or 2 turtles. But, that's about it. So like they probably won't even develop any stingers as the new ones get to grow. But also it's like, in the county, when you see all these people like, oh, they got their bikes out in the front lawn, they can keep them there all day and they'll wake up tomorrow and it's still there. In Baltimore City, you'd be lucky if you didn't lock it up for like 2 hours, even 30 minutes, it'll be gone as soon as you go in the house, come right back out. It's
Yeah.
gone. So
It sounds like Owens Mills to me too.
Yeah.
I don't trust people like that. I don't care where I am. I'm putting I'm locking the car. If I got to keep something valuable in it, it's underneath the seat or in the trunk. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
I just don't want to give anybody any inclination
Yeah.
to actually jump in there and try to steal something. No,
Well,
I mean, no.
Well, it's like it's that feeling that your castle is not secure. Like unlocking my door. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Mm-hmm.
I
So
mean, even
especially-
if we go across the street and stuff like that, we still lock the door, even if we're like right across the street, even though we live out in you know, whatever. Because it still keeps us aware, like wherever we go, like if we decide to go to an Airbnb or something like that, we're so used to just keeping our door locked. You know, you just don't, you know.
Yeah, even when I was in New York, I made it a point not to, when I'm out on the street, I made it a point not to look up because it would make me seem like a tourist. They would know that I'm not from there. I haven't seen it before, like, oh man, that's cool. No, I didn't do that. So I just walked like I owned a place and went on about my business. But I was only out for a little bit and then I go back to my room.
Yeah.
Maybe that's paranoid, but it is what it is. I'm here. I'm good.
Yeah, situational awareness is always key, even though you feel safe. You know, a place that usually you don't have to do that, and Carla can back me up. Japan, man. You can look like a tourist and then give a fuck. Like you walk around. You can be drunk. You can be drunk in one leg, walking like a zombie and shit. Nobody gonna rob you. Like,
I never forget Larry Iwagana. What was it? I forgot how you say his last name, but Larry from IT. He said he was drunk, passed out. He said I fell asleep in an alley. He said somebody covered him up and put a pillow beside him. He put his head underneath a pillow. He said he woke up next day comfortable. And he said he said his wallet was still there and everything. I was just like, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
They feel sorry.
It's just culturally, you know, not to say Japan doesn't have people who rob your ass, but 90% of the time it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's a very high percent. Like
very high percentage.
Yeah.
You know, try that in Baltimore or here in San Diego and you're gone, man. Everything's missing.
They're gonna take everything but your appetite.
Yeah, your gold tooth, they'll take that shit too. They'll fucking cut that out. Yeah, some artists too. I mean, not just, you know, these wannabe celebrities, you know, just because of famous rappers too, you know, rappers and singers, you know, they be rapping, I got this, I got money in my I got this Rolex and shit, you know, they're all flaunting like you're about to get robbed. Someone gonna rob your ass. You carrying unless you're fucking, you know, Mayweather who fucking carries cash everywhere in a bag, like you can't catch that. You'll get robbed really easy. So but I think it goes back to you know, just going viral, showing off, you know, what I got and what I do, or sharing too much content. You know, make content, but don't compromise your security, you know, especially your house. You know, remember that one MTV show, MTV Cribs?
Yep.
It started from that. Remember, it started that. Actually, before that, it was like the house of the rich and famous. Wasn't that guy Robin Thicke? Whatever that guy's name.
No, Robin Leach.
Emotional, damn it.
Robin Thicke.
Wow.
Robin Leach. Robin Leach. Anyway.
Like,
same difference. They're both Robins. They're both white. They're the same thing.
yeah, you know what? That's not right.
Name after a bird.
Flaunting. Yeah, it started with that. It started with Robin Leach, and then of course MTV Cribs showing what they got, and Paris Hilton, you know, famous story. He got robbed for what she got, you know, and some rappers, young rappers, are still doing that. They're showing what they think they have, or you know, they got their money, whatever. It's just you know, a chances of you getting robbed. But yeah, sharing content. It's a lot of reasons, but if you're making money, if you're that guy does this,
right,
he can share all the content he wants because he don't say nothing.
But then you think about it too. There's some people. Not everybody's. Just one thing I say is not everybody's gonna be happy with your success. So, say for instance, you do go viral, they all automatically assume that you're super duper rich or whatever, and people will try you no matter what.
Yeah,
you got the money. Oh man, I know you got it. I know you're holding something, and people will still try you. So I mean, it's. I mean, it's cool if I can't knock anybody's hustle for trying to be famous or whatever, but take everything that comes along with it. Do you really want the fame, or do you just want the fortune and a perception of some type of fame?
Yeah.
Which would you rather have? Which is another set of questions for another day.
A good balance. But I think
damage.
Yeah, your viral content or your persona on social media. Like here, I'm pretty genuine on who I am. I'm no filter guy. I make jokes like that. So I'm 100. But some people, it's like, that's who I am on social media. But behind that, I'm not like that.
Everybody's not who they supposed to be.
Yeah, yeah. Like
Punishment.
what's little Bow Wow thinking like he's still rich. He's not.
Oh yeah, with the helicopter that time.
Or like that
Helicopter.
guy that posed, that said that was his house, but he posed by a backdrop in a Home Depot.
Yeah, yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
no. We can see what aisle that is. What are you doing? Really? Who are you trying to impress?
Bath and Body. This is my bedroom.
Smell like Juniper Breeze.
You know
But-
what? That used to smell good back in the day.
Yeah, back
Yeah.
in 90.
92.
See if I can scrounge some up.
I'm in Paris. I'm on the beach. Home Depot in a sand pit.
Mhm.
All right, Coach Anthony, you ready?
I am ready.
All right, sir. Hello.
All right, everybody. So today's book review, or at least passage that I'm going to do, is from The Healthy Love and Money Way, How the 4 Attachment Styles Impact Your Financial Well-Being by Ed Combs. He's actually a financial therapist. And I actually met this guy during FinCon. I think I talked about this book last week. But he actually had a really good passage in here. And it is talking about the body reminders. So in here, he actually says, much of what we think is healthy or normal with money may actually be a way of covering up trauma. One area where I see this happen is with business professionals who consciously or unconsciously compulsively work to gain success and mask their deep insecurity and early childhood trauma. External success cannot replace internal security. If you find this to be true for you, please make some time to offer yourself compassion and self-care. You may not feel like you deserve it, but you do. An important part of healing is being able to extend yourself compassion. This is a process, not a one-time event. And so in this work part, he does say, you have read you read about some significant trauma in my life. Is there trauma in your life that you need space to acknowledge or allow back into your consciousness? If you are aware of some of your own trauma, how do you think it has shaped the way you show up with money? So a lot of us grew up, and I always talk about this, is about your money habits and the way how you actually utilize your finances. And majority of the people that I've talked to on my show, and I've interviewed well over 60 people at this point in time, and most of the time they actually got their financial habits when they're around the age of 8. So if you have children, for those of you who have children, just be open with your finances. Just tell them the factual stuff. Hey, this costs $8. Do you have $8? They don't have $8, then keep it moving. But teach them those money things. Like, hey, the light bill this time was $168. The gas was $65. The water bill was $200. Just start talking to your kids on how much it costs to maintain the household, to put food on the table. Hey, this grocery trip actually cost us $250. Maybe the next time y'all go, hey, remember our last trip? How much are we going to spend this time? And then try to compare those. Just kind of keep them in the know. And this is a factual information. This is nothing more like subjective or anything like that. You want to keep things objective as much as possible. So think about those traumas that you grew up with, how you handle money, and let's change that narrative on how we can start bringing up the youth. So my name is Anthony from the About That Wallet. Please tune in. I go live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. And you can always catch the show on Spotify, Apple, and Google every Tuesday. All right. So those are
Yeah.
my questions. Yeah.
Yeah, please. It's free. Like, share, subscribe. Both our podcasts, Instagram, our Facebook page. Also, doesn't take that much. Like is free, and it helps with algorithms and all that. And we're trying to up both our podcasts, so that helps out a lot. And same thing. If you have a podcast, if you want to be a guest on any of our shows, please let us know. We would love to talk to you and interview you. We look at this as like, when every Friday and Saturday you have the boys, we play basketball. It's a time for us. This is our run. We like to practice. We like to converse. We like to do our podcast, think of new segments, and then down the road, we want to make up new shows and all that. So I think we're gonna have a D3 and Carla show soon, Ari.
Yeah, why not?
Hell yeah!
I think that would be fun.
I know. Carla been doing the content on TikTok. Let's see that.
I'm not on TikTok anymore. I got chicken and cut them off.
Are you top? Oh yeah. You got chicken? What?
No, I can't have too many social medias.
Gotcha.
Cause I be full on. Y'all know I be in it. So
yeah.
What is that, Anthony? Is
You
that
drinking?
Jen? Oh no, that's the Boathouse Farm.
Yeah, it is Ballhouse Farm. Sorry.
Oh man.
They had sponsored one of my runs one time, so I've been buying them ever since.
Yeah. So, Coach Anthony, it is great to have, and I think they have now in a lot of districts and a lot of educational for the kids to learn more about money. And I know some teachers, of our age are incorporating a lot of money saving tips and how money works and how to save money by giving like those fake bucks. Like you do something, you get paid $1 or $2, and at the end of the quarter or whatever, you get the bid or outbid or auction for prizes and all that stuff. And so, yeah, I think we have what's that called? Economics. I don't know if they taught us really about investments and all that, but I never remember growing up talking about investments and 401ks or IRA or mutual funds.
That was like FBLA, Future Business Leaders of America.
Yeah.
In that.
If they did, I didn't pay attention.
I don't think we had that in our school. I think we had Future Farmers of America, though.
Yeah, we did. We had that too.
And they wasn't balancing no checkbooks and then.
Yeah, no. I think they should really incorporate a class in high school or in middle school, starting as early as middle school, about investing money or even invest. Here's your first investment in an IRA or mutual fund, whatever it is.
Farmers is good too because it's like it teaches you a whole lot as well.
Yeah, we thought it was lame or whatever like that, but I would definitely like that course now.
Yeah,
because like Carla talked about it every now and then when she does her gardening and everything. You talk about the soil and nitrates and all types of stuff and pH and
like Coach Anthony, for example, I'm pretty sure for us, like if we invested like in Google or Yahoo when we were kids, say, hey, here's $100 in stocks for this new company called Yahoo or Google. I'm 48 years old. How much would my stock be worth right now? Yahoo or Google, right? And that'll be your introduction in investing. Like, oh my God, I would be pretty well off if I had like $100 worth.
Well, we had that in the county, but it like in the county, like Baltimore County schools that are public schools, and we were talking about in economic class. So my teacher was actually teaching us how the stock markets were traded. So like, hey, I got these tickets for this company to say, hey, I want to buy or I want to sell, but I have to buy it from somebody else that's willing to sell their share. And like, we had a full classroom set up for that. So, and he had us like do like mock stocks or whatever, where they get like $10,000, and we had to go on teams and actually start investing with our play money. You can do that as an adult. If you guys, I mean, I guess I could put a link in. I'll give you the link, Floyd, later. But it's a referral link. No, I can't do a referral link. Stupid. Actually, no, I'll send you a referral link for like for Webull. But they do allow you to have like a paper trading. So you can
Okay.
actually do that on the back end to say like, hey, this is my wait list, like to learn how to trade on the back end before you actually use your real dollars. So whatever platform that you guys are using, even TD Ameritrade, I have that as well. You can
Okay.
use paper trading to learn how to invest. Even if you want to have your kids, like, hey, have your kids train up on the paper trading side of the
Okay.
house, and you can secretly just kind of invest for them on their actual on their custodial accounts. So you can kind of get your kids to say, all right, when you go to the store, when you see Nike, do you want to own a piece of that company? When you see
Mm.
Burger King, because you always want to go, do you want to own a piece of that company, which is owned by Yum, the Yum brand? Do you see those like those little pop toys or whatever
Yeah.
with the kids or whatever?
Hmm.
I own a part of them, and it's by Funko. So you can own these companies as a kid, and like they play with the toys. Like Mattel is heavy with Barbie. So
Yeah.
you know, these are items and things that are out there. We just got to start utilizing them and teaching the kids, or even just teaching each other
Yeah.
how to trade for free.
Yeah.
Imagine
Yeah.
owning part of Hasbro. Oh,
I know, right?
Yeah.
Back then, when they were still young, or I mean, they've been around a while, but toys wise, like 70s, 80s, and 90s, where they really like bloomed and so popped.
when they had like some of their toys had their own cartoon out too. So
Yep. Yep.
hmm,
Cool.
wow.
Yep. Invest in the youth. Yep. All right. So we have our hot topic. I know because we got to do this topic. You guys, we're going a little longer if you guys are okay with that. And then I want to talk about, Coach Anthony, before we go there. So you went to this conference the other week. And so what is this conference about? Like how did you know? And how can any of us like to attend, or you have to have a special invitation to go?
So the conference that I went to was called FinCon. So it's a financial conference that for financial content creators or anybody that's in that creator space. So say if you looking to write a book, and there were publishers there. They were banks there, like Ally Bank was there. Who else was there? I saw Moomoo was there. There was a lot of companies. I would just say it's a lot of companies. Yeah, Moomoo is a trading company. And so they similar to Webull and TD Ameritrade and so forth. But as a content creator, we actually get a better kickback far as like an affiliate. So the cool thing about with them is that even if people don't sign up, I can still get credit for it. So just for referring, which I thought was amazing. But they had like so many other companies there. People that you see on YouTube were there. They teach you how to grow your brand on YouTube. They teach you about the mindset. How do we actually, as content creators, as financial people, how do we reach other, I guess you could say, not other people, but try to grow our audience to the point where we can start spreading the news around finances. What other avenues to do that? And it's like really cool just to kind of meet so many different people in different areas from just to see how people lifestyles are. Like several people actually were able to retire their wives just from YouTube videos. Some people were able to fully support they quit their jobs just dealing with insurances. Who else I talked to? Like there was a lady there that bought multiple motels, and her thing, not motels, hotels. So she actually planning on teaching at least 1,000 people to buy hotels. So there's so many different aspects around finances that this space provided. Content creators like this guy, like I said, I met this guy in person. Like he signed a book to say some cool stuff on the inside. I ain't gonna read the whole thing. But he's coming on the show to kind of talk about it. And this is and he uses this as his business card because he was like, people don't throw away books, but they will throw away that little card that you just gave out. And I was like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yep. And I have another artist, like his show will be coming out too. His book is about kids. Like I have very few people to talk about kids. So it's like everybody had that little niche of space and finances. and it was just really cool to say. But to be part of it, you do have to go to fincon.com and then actually buy your ticket. They do have a virtual option if you can't make it there in person. But next year it's going to be Nolans, so that's going to be fun.
The thinkcon.com.
FinCon, Fin, like financial.
FinCon.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's around the same time next year.
It's like a month later, so it's like in October next year.
Oh, we're already going to New Orleans.
So this every year, same time?
No, and it's not even the same place all the time, so it varies place to
It
place.
changes. Okay. And how much were the tickets to go there?
Depending. If you wanted the lucky few to get them for free, you get them for free. Then the price I paid, I'll just tell you the price I paid. I paid $350, but it was for like a 5-day conference, like 4 or 5 day conference.
Okay.
And most conferences, as we all know in IT, that's a drop in the bucket. Usually it's about $2,500 for a conference. But I have to say, for the amount of information and connections that I made just from my $350 investment, I have to say it's way beyond talking to millionaires, multimillionaires, people on their way to making billions. Like this, I would never be face to face with these people if I didn't just pay a small fee. So, and they already given me free game, free support. If you look at my subscription list, it went from $198 when I got to FinCon. Now it's up to $251.
Dude, that's nice. That's good.
I think it's $251. Let me check.
Yeah,
but it's been amazing. Like the love there, meeting other doctors. $231. I'm sorry, I'm giving myself extra 20.
Claim it.
Let's
claim it.
For $500 before December.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, there's so many conferences out there that you can join. You just got to be out there, and especially if you want to do content like we're doing now and all that. And I need to get more serious. I just don't have the time, but I'm gonna ask you guys sometimes to help me out. Because like I said, Edwin told us break up our segments and make reels and all that. So I need to start doing that, and maybe having Carla help me out, or you guys just break up our content and just try to make reels and all that. Because I know Carla is really good in putting out those memes.
But Floyd, there's a lot of conferences out where you at, especially in California. But they call it a podcast movement, and then there's also something called the podcast. It's podcast movement, and there's something else I was just looking at. But yeah, I'll say check them out if you're looking in. For those of you who are looking to get in the podcast, check out the podcast movement. Yeah,
I should do that. So send me the links, and maybe we can kind of all join that one day. And
we're gonna go out to San Diego.
Yeah, come out San Diego, man. Come out to California.
Talking about that last night.
Come out. It's beautiful out here. For those who have never been on the west side, there's so much to do and so much to see. So all right, let's go. I know we're a little longer, but I want to get through this right now and our hot topic, because this is military wise, even us adults out there, working adults out there, for those who likes to take naps. Hold on. All right. Ever wonder whether napping is good for you? Turns out most people who enjoy a nap from it benefit from it. You guys agree?
Yeah, I'll take a power nap in a minute.
Before we go into the military side, me and Carla and D3 can talk about that more, about the tactical napping. But the benefits of napping, you should know benefits of napping, first of all, are not just for kids. I know we're taught that, right? In preschool and kindergarten, where taking a nap, or even our mom and dad say, "Hey, take a nap. You got to take a nap." Seemed like a punishment, but it actually wasn't. More men than women are fond of napping, for men, obviously. And for many people, naps can be a way of refresh and recharging your midday. Why should I nap? Well, healthy adults don't necessarily need napping. Many find napping provides positive benefits, right? Helping you feel refreshed, meet the demands of your day, preparing for you when you may be short on sleep. Like say you work late, study late, whatever. Taking a nap during the day helps to recharge you, improving your mood and energy level, and all benefits of napping. How long should you nap? What do you guys think?
Me personally, my power nap is usually I say an hour, but sometimes it leaks over.
Yeah, I'll say that.
Well, study says that researchers say 20-minute nap is the best length.
That's not a nap.
Nope, that's just gonna make me mad.
A short nap.
You said 20 minutes.
A short nap like this allows your mind and body to rest without entering the deeper stages of sleep.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Because for real, a lot of times when I drive home and I'm getting out of traffic, I just want to veg out real quick. And sometimes it takes me, I call myself like, okay, maybe I just need a little hour. Man, after that hour, I wake up, I'm ready to do a cartwheel down the steps.
Yeah.
Man, but less than that. Okay.
Yeah, if you have time and you need a longer napping for 60 to 90 minutes is enough time to have a deep, slow wave sleep. But in the end, it ends up being a lighter stage of sleep, so you feel alert when you awake. So yeah, you're right. 60 to 90 minutes for some people can do really big wonders. Now, the medium length naps of around 45 minutes can be problematic because you'll likely wake up during slow wave sleep, the deepest stage, which can leave you groggy feeling. You can have called sleep inertia when you wake up. So you feel dizzy when you wake up and all that. So doing the 60 to 90 gets you into that slow, deeper stages of sleep, which you want, But a short nap has lots of benefits for a lot of people. Under 30 minutes, I would say, taking a nap at the very least. They call that power nap. Now in the military, we call it tactical napping. And what do you think? They say the average person, about 30% of people in the United States, get the recommended 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Military, how much? 76% of military personnel have difficulty sleeping or getting adequate sleep for a lot of reasons, right?
I know one of them is the fact that a recall, you can be recalled. So technically you're not paid by the hour. You're paid
salary.
For being there. So they could do a recall. They normally do like a recall roster and everybody has to check in. And that's usually like 2 a.m. So like, dude, there was plenty of times we just got back from the club and we call ourselves putting a uniform on, going to sleep for like 45 minutes and then hopping up and going work a 12-hour shift. In retrospect, that was beyond stupid, but we still did it. Oh my goodness! But
the average military, 60% of service members have sleep fewer than 6 hours per night, if that. And Flora says 5, maybe 5.5.
Wow.
I'm with Alonzo. I used to catch a nap in the parking garage, like when I used to get to work.
Yeah.
Because I used to go from Salisbury to Alexandria at one time.
Yeah.
Because I refused to live in Salisbury, Maryland. I said it. That's home. But when I first got back from Japan, I had like a 2-hour and 10-minute
emotional.
Commute.
Damn right.
Emotional. Damn it.
I was driving. I was like, I'm gonna have to give me some money.
Hey. Right.
Oh yeah, Flora 5.5. 5. Ooh, I'd be tired all the time. Yeah. I would definitely need a nap during the day.
I'm an insomniac. I'm a recovering insomniac. So I've gone without sleep like almost 2 days.
See, I'm all about the pillow. So I'm like, okay, so if I took an hour power nap, I'm gonna add that to the 4 hours I'm gonna get later on and just pop that up. Okay, so I can deal with that. I do some mathematics on that one, but
your body don't work like that.
I can lay down and be out 15-20 minutes.
Yeah. I think the
lay down and be out in like 30 seconds. He is lying like I'm so jealous.
Well, I can't front. Think about it. In tech school, I want to say tech school in Wichita Falls, we would actually have sleep marching to class early in the morning on the flight line. And they say, you feeling tired, stand up. As soon as you're standing up, you still like this too. So it really didn't make a difference. I was still out, still learning, still trying to pass these tests or whatever. And like, bro,
Yeah, it is 100% true about us military folks. We can sleep anywhere because we are sleep deprived, mission, sit and wait, hurry up and wait kind of thing. You're deployed, you're in your gear, and you're just up very long, long hours. And so anytime, hey, take a break, take a nap, whatever, they sleep anywhere. Like literally, they're like this. And then there's a tactical Navy or Navy SEAL thing where like they show you how to take a nap for 8 minutes, where you relax your arms, relax your body, think about relaxing your face, and then your mind, you say, don't think. Well, not out loud, but you say in your mind, and usually you'll knock out really, really quick that way. If you train yourself that way, yeah, don't think, and relax your body, and you can tactical nap. Yeah. I think that's why a lot of military folks are really good nappers, or we can sleep anywhere on the planes, or on the floor, parking lot.
Yeah, we used to do that. Like I said, we used to do that on Sundays, and it's like, okay, well, the dust covers and basic training, like the dust covers, and we got to make sure that they're tight so we won't get inspected. Yeah. We weren't gonna get inspected on Sunday, so we go underneath the bed, tighten up the bed springs and the sheets and everything. Next thing you know, gone.
And I think in Japan, right, Carlo, that's where I really enjoyed taking a nap, because I see our Japanese nationals. They were
they took a nap, they shut it down. You'll see like construction workers or everybody just on the grass, like
wow. They're in their car. They're in their
cashiers. The cashiers had seats. They were able to sit down. Like all the cashiers, like here, you don't see that
unless you go to Aldi.
Yeah. Or they're in a cubicle. Yeah, they're in a cubicle. They put a sign, taking a nap on lunch break.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I saw one of my coworkers slept under their table, under their desk.
Like George Costanza.
One time at work and told him she was praying. That's what Mom said.
My dude is literally taking a nap 1 minute every year of his age.
Wow.
I'm gonna take my CPAP to work and I'll be out.
Yeah. Coach Anthony, do you take naps, Coach Anthony?
When I had my own office, I did. But now I don't, because it's constantly running right now. Yeah.
Well, but I think
in school, I'll take naps all the time.
Oh yeah, I think college, that's one of probably the start when you take naps all the time. And then as you get into the work area, you get that enjoying the part. Some people don't take naps because they're just too groggy. But but yeah, I enjoy my naps. Anytime I can, I'll take a nap. Like I said, take a nap in the car, before work, at lunch, after work.
Doctor's office.
It's just to completely decompress.
Oh yeah. Great. All right, man. So before we go, so we had this song, and I watched some TikTok, and this song was played for this wedding. And I said, no, I gotta have that. And so in the Philippines, if I want to have someone sing her walk down, we gotta have this song. So stand by. Back to Coverland segment. All right, Coverland. I know you guys like this. So here on TikTok, this lady is named Ali Sherlock, and she sings on the street. My goodness, I've heard her for a couple years now, and she has a great voice, and live, no effects. So this is the song that was at Star is Born movie with Lady Gaga. I'll always remember us this way, and this is a song that my wife Rose walked down the aisle to.
Catch on fire, buried in my soul. like California gold. Found a life in me that I couldn't find. So when I'm all choked up and I can't find the words, every time we say goodbye, baby, it hurts. When the sun goes down and the band won't play, I'll always remember us this way. Love is in the way, though we try to hide. We don't know how to rhyme, but then we try. But all I really know, you're where I wanna go. The part of me that you never died. So when I'm all choked up and I can't find the words, every time we say goodbye, baby, it hurts. When the sun goes down, the band don't play, I'll always remember us this way.
All right, that's it. Ali Sherlock cover, and that was a song off of A Star Is Born. How do you guys like the song?
She has a powerful voice when she needs it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She has range.
You're talking about her, Lady Gaga.
I ain't talking about Gaga.
Oh,
I think I've always loved like singers in the in the streets. And I'm trying to highlight a lot of these street singers, but her especially. I mean, there's a lot of great singers out there, but for you can tell like when someone has it, and everybody's just happy. I got to stop and just like listen to this lady or this guy. And for her, I love almost every content that she puts out there. But anyways, that song meant a lot to me. And I replaced Arizona Sky to California Sky since I am from California. So yeah, that's what we walked down to, and it has a little emotion to it. And so basically saying, when the sun goes down and the band stops singing, I'll always remember us this way. So it was a special day. 27th September.
you's married now.
Yeah, it feels real good. I mean,
Everybody's telling you congratulations.
well, thank you guys. Thank you guys. Alonzo, for congratulations. Barbara, Mama Barbara, and Tim Atkins. Thank you so much for Flora for coming out and just supporting and
Yes.
commenting and all that. Always great to have you guys.
Our
Anyway,
Halloween
I haven't seen Edwin. Where's Edwin at?
probably maybe night trip.
I think it was celebrating his father's birthday. wasn't it?
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, that's right. That's right. You're right.
Yeah. Any birthdays out there? Do we have any birthday shout outs?
No, not no more. It's not
Not yet.
September anymore.
Not yet. So I know CD Guns Blaze one is going to be having one on the 12th. So we'll see when that time is close.
And my nephew Sean Cotton Jr.
Yeah. Happy anniversary out there. Anybody having a birthday, let us know, man. We would love to do shout outs for your birthdays or special dedications. We can do that again. About That Wallet every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Please catch up, like, subscribe, comment. Of course, Highway 54 every Sunday, 6 p.m. on the Pacific side, and it's 8 p.m.
Yep.
on the east side.
It's
No, it's 9 p.m. 9 p.m.
9 p.m. 9 p.m. live. We're always doing live. All right. Thank you guys so much. This is Highway 54. Hey, Edwin made it.
Hey.
Edwin!
Yo,
Maybe next week we'll do the helpline again. So what was Charles? We need to call Charles back up and have him call in.
yeah, he might be somewhere on the road. Somewhere.
You might be laying pipe.
Good job, Informer.
All right. Thank you guys so much. We will see you guys next week, but also don't forget about that one on Wednesday. Thank you guys. We'll see you guys all on Wednesday and next week. See you guys.
All right.
Peace.
Bye-bye.
Peace.
We hope you enjoyed the show today. Do us a favor and click on the like button or share our podcast. Thanks for listening. Till next time, we are Highway 54.